Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Gilbert from Wearefatherhood podcast. We know it's been about 3 weeks since you haven't seen us. We do apologize. We've been on vacation. We've had a few changes to our team, but we're back, energized, ready to go. We have a lot of content coming your way, so please support us. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe. Today's episode will be about discipline. We hope you guys enjoy. See you in about 10 seconds. Peace.
What's up? It's Toby, and welcome. And we are Fatherhood. Welcome back. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell to stay notified. Let's get into it.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Hey, glad to have you guys back. How's everyone doing? Hope you guys are doing well. Let's get into it, guys. So, check-ins. You guys already know how it is. How y'all doing, guys? How's y'all's weekend? How's y'all's day today? Morning? Everyone start off.
I'm gonna start off, man. I would say my whole week in general was a 9, overall 9. I had a pretty good week. Every day I woke up, same, positive energy, ready to go get my day started. Overall, man, I had a good time with my fiance and my daughter. One of the things that I started this week was actually some kind of counseling with Behavior Solutions.
Why you tell me that?
Yeah, and it was pretty cool, man. Cause I actually started last week, but this was my actual first 2 days out of the week where I actually had to. Because last week was the inventory, so it was like a questionnaire, 40 questions long, just strongly agree, uncertain, disagree or strongly disagree. So that was just a whole hour of 40 questions, and that was it. It was an inventory. Mm-hmm. But this week we actually got into like some conversations, and one of the conversations that we had was basically about discipline. So the thing that I'm going through right now is parenting awareness, and I think it was pretty cool that I'm going through that because the lady mentioned to me, she was like, it's pretty neat to have you, like a male here, because she gets to see a male perspective and get information for what she wants to cover in her groups. Mm-hmm. She tailors to my schedule because of my work schedule. I can't really go the time before they actually have the group sessions. Mm-hmm. So I have a one-on-one session with my counselor, and she told me that basically like me being there, it's good because I'm getting educated in things that we probably already know, but it's not talked about enough. Because they don't have that in schools. They don't have that anywhere outside of where they teach that there. And if anybody goes there, it's because they're referred to go there. You get me? So it's not like you choose to go there.
Like your own. Yeah.
Like you actually get referred to go there, and I got referred to go there, which is why I was there. Mm-hmm. So her telling me that, I'm like, man, that's pretty like. There's something that lacks, I guess, in our society that we need to, I guess, work on or figure out how to actually, put that out there. Which is why I'm glad we're doing this, because when I mentioned to her that we had a podcast, which is called Wearefatherhood, she was kind of like amused and shocked. She's like, "Wow, that's really neat that you guys have that, because you guys are bringing awareness, to things that are not talked about enough." And that's kind of like what we talked about in the beginning, what we're trying to do. Yeah. So back to what we were going through my counseling sessions, we talked about discipline, which is actually the topic today. And she basically mentioned to me a lot of things that I kind of already knew, but also a lot of things that I didn't know, which is why I wanted to cover it, because I was like, dang, there's a lot of things that we're doing as far as discipline goes for our children that. Not that we're doing it correctly, but we don't have enough, I guess, education or knowledge on how to do it per se, right? We kind of just go based off of experience and what works for us, and oftentimes, it's good to go that way. Yeah. But there's also a fine line where you got to understand that we need some kind of information to get and acquire to understand, I guess, effective ways of actually doing it, because there's ways that you can actually potentially affect your child in a negative way. Perhaps they become silent because of the way you discipline them. They become afraid or scared, and you don't want to do that. You want your child to grow up, yes, disciplined, but also in a way where they can confide in, telling you things, or being okay if they not okay if they mess up, but like they won't be afraid to mess up because they know that you'll be there to help them if they mess up, type of shit. But anyways, overall, I guess that's specifically why my week was good, because I'm getting this knowledge fed off from this counseling thing that I'm going through, and it's helping me not just for this podcast.
Has like a lot of knowledge in you.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool, man, because like it just opens up my eyes to a lot of things that I was doing. Like I had mentioned to Gilbert earlier, like I don't really spank my kids. I don't like to. For one, I'm not disciplinarian in my family. Like I'm more of the nurturer, I guess. My wife's a nurturer too, right? But I would think she's more of the disciplinarian. Yeah, so.
When mom says go, you gotta
exactly, bro. So like I always tailor to whatever she wants, how she wants us to parent it. But I also need to take in consideration that when she's not there, I gotta be able to be a disciplinarian because they can't just like do whatever they want, you know. And essentially that's what I feel like my daughters kind of want to do, and I try not to be like that. So like I try to be stern. So it's a battle for me because it's a challenge for me to figure out that balance of how to like be an enforcer, but also still be me because I'm not really gonna like be. And I also think that has to do with the fact that they're women. Like I don't know if that actually really affects me, but I think it does. Just that they're girls. I'm like, because I feel like if I had a boy, I'd be tougher on the boy. And that's just me though.
I'm actually softer on the boy, bro.
See,
not necessarily because he's a boy, but I mean he's a baby. You know what I mean? So it's like, he don't really know yet.
That's what I told my girl, like, bro, like he's a baby, like
He don't know yet, you know?
Yeah.
But they do know.
They do know.
They know. They don't. Honestly, bro, they do. They how old is
Pretty smart,
He's 2 actually this month.
Okay.
Kids are smart.
So like between 2 up to 3 in that time frame, they know. They kind of know
100%.
a little bit know. And you know, I know that because my daughter, bro, like. When we put her to bed, right? She sometimes she used to cry. She don't cry that much anymore when she go to bed. But we used to tell her like no lollipop, and like we don't do that no more. She'll be going to bed, she's like no lollipop. Like she knows if she cries, she's not gonna get a lollipop. So she's saying like no lollipop. I'm just like, why are you saying that? Like, you're not crying. Like okay, like, no lollipop then.
All right, then.
But she's copying what we already told her
Yeah.
because she knows that hey, if I cry when I go to bed, the next day I'm not gonna get a lollipop. So she's saying that like no lollipop, no. And that's what I'm saying. Like she knows.
If you teach your kids like from a young age, bro, like good habits like that, bro. Like my mom, bro, to this day I'm 25. Since I was a little kid, my mom would be like, "You guys are drinking Coke till you finish your food." You know what I mean? Because kids like they drink Coke or they drink something and they
actually,
get full.
we don't get the kids.
Yeah.
So they get full before
Off
they
the
eat. You know
off
what I
the
mean?
drink, bro. And that's my daughter's with the juice,
I'm
bro.
25,
She's
bro.
fucking.
I'm 25 and I'll eat my food and sometimes I'll forget to drink, bro. And I'll finish my food and I'm like, oh, let me drink some. I'm 25, dog, and it's like, bro, that shit still sticks with me. Like I don't even drink. Like sometimes I'll take a sip. Like I'll like when we go to
I'll be
restaurants.
forgetting to drink.
Like I'll go to restaurants and I just need like one refill. Like I don't get a refill. Like I just like.
Nah, if I go to restaurants, bro, I
have a bad habit of always drinking my drink, bro, and before I finish my food. So I think my daughter gets that from me. So that's why I'm trying to battle. Like, hey, like you can't drink your juice like until you eat at least half of your food. Hey, half of your food, and I'll give you some
dude,
juice.
no drinking juice.
I don't know about all that, dude.
But overall, you'd say.
Overall, I would say I'm a 9 man because of that, you know.
Solid.
And as far as family wise, I'm doing pretty good,
That's
man.
good,
My daughter's
man.
doing
That's
well,
nice.
so
That's so
I'm
far,
good.
that's
Good
dope,
week.
bro.
Thanks,
That's
man.
awesome. How about you, Toby?
After last podcast, it was really fucking great. Like I don't know, I think you maybe saw my snaps. I don't know. I think
Yeah,
it was
bro.
on Instagram.
The lemonade.
No. Well, after last.
Oh, y'all went to the park
for
and
the
stuff.
first
Yeah,
time.
I saw that.
I took my kids to the park for the first time in almost 2 years. It was actually the first time my son had ever been to a park.
Wow.
He didn't really give a fuck about it.
No.
He was just whatever. Nah, bro. My son, the first time I took it, he was hyped, bro.
You know, we had a picnic at the park, bro. I went to a picnic at McDonald's, and I was like, I can either get them all Happy Meals, or I just get a 20-piece. So I got 20 pieces. I snagged a couple of them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Ezra, dude, Ezra was just sitting there, dude. Like the girls ate like 3 nuggets each, bro, and they dipped.
They're ready to go.
They're ready to go. This dude, he was just there with the fucking barbecue sauce, munching, bro. But so the weekend started off solid, bro. So we had a picnic at the park, played at the park. We walked the track at Norma Linda.
I knew y'all went there.
Yeah, we went to Norma Linda. There was nobody there, bro. It was kind of lit. If you're ever looking for a park to take your kids,
where's that at?
and there's no one there.
It's Monmac. Monmac and
Monmac and Sprague.
Yeah, Monmac and Sprague. Yeah.
Monmac and Sprague. Solid park is running
So they have a skateboarding park, right? Like
No, that one's
Gilbert
Jackson. Oh, dude.
That's the Gilbert.
Yeah, we'll get to the details of the direction later. Right?
But Norma Linda, if anybody knows where Norma Linda is at,
Monmac.
yeah, it was. We went on a Saturday, so it was right after the podcast.
Yeah.
Went over there. Was nobody there, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody there. So if you're looking for a park to take your kids, don't fucking take them all at once.
Hey, don't fucking go there. Just kidding. Never mind.
I actually had like the kids Lysol everything, dude. I had like Lysol everything. I had to have like little to-go Lysol sprays, so they cleaned up the park actually. So we did that.
Y'all welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome, bro. So we did the picnic in the park, played at the park, and then we went back to my mother-in-law's, had lunch, and then we went to like a little small vendors, like small business market that night, and I bought some plants and I bought the kids some snacks, and it was solid, bro. So the weekend started off really strong for me, and then my work week started, and my fucking AC went out on Tuesday, and.
But did I go back yesterday?
So they went to go replace it yesterday. So the entire week I didn't have AC. It was 89 degrees in my house all fucking day.
Damn.
Shout out to my client though that brought me a fucking portable AC unit. and it brought the temperatures in my room
I saw
from
that.
89 down to 79. So it brought it down 10 degrees in my room alone. So it was fresh in my room, but the rest of the house was just literally unlivable, bro. Like we didn't even stay at home, bro, for the entire week. It was so hot.
It's crazy though, bro, because like I remember growing up, we didn't have AC, so it's like, bro,
It
like,
wasn't as hot though, dude.
but it's crazy though, right? Like you can't
Yeah.
live without
I think you even realize when
I
you're a kid
remember-
either,
I
though.
remember as a kid being outside all fucking day, like in the sun, hot as shit, and like not caring.
But to me, bro, I could be in the sun all day. Like I'm
It's different
good.
though, yeah, it's different. So like that's what I was talking about. I was talking about to my client. He's like, well, like, because I think he works in the rigs. He's like, oh yeah, bro, like I work in the sun all day, and I was like, yeah, bro, but there's a thing, like you signed up to work in the sun. You signed up to work in the sun and sweat. Like I work inside, bro. I cut hair. Like I shouldn't,
Yeah.
like it shouldn't be sweat dripping down my back, bro. Like you know what I mean? This is not a back-breaking job, bro. Like you know. So
It's like going to Walmart, dog, and it's fucking hot as fuck. It's
yeah.
Like, yeah. So I mean, it's a standard, dog. You know what I mean?
You know, but so because of that, I would say my week mentally was very draining, dude. I was drained every fucking day, just exhausted. How hot it was in there. So overall, I would say like I was a 7 mentally, just because I was like kind of letting it get to me.
Yeah.
If I just worked and then left, the thing is like I normally, like I had mentioned multiple times, like after I'm done working, I normally chill with the kids, you know, let my wife kind of take a break. So we were chilling there, all fucking 4 of us in my room, because the AC unit wasn't there, trying to get all cold and shit. Like, bro, y'all gotta stop moving. The temperature would like get down to like 78, bro, and I'd be moving, and I see it go up to like 80. I'm like, hey, bro, y'all better fuck sit down.
Control your breathing. Control your breathing.
Stop moving. Everybody stop moving. But no, yeah, it was like, you know, overall it was like a 7. You know, it really could have been better if I had fucking AC.
Yeah, man.
This is a big
I
thing,
agree,
bro.
bro.
It is, man. You know, you don't really appreciate it. And the thing is, like, as long as I've been there for almost 2 years, bro. My AC has been out in that apartment like fucking 10 times the last year.
Dog, it's crazy. It's crazy you mentioned that, man, because we got lucky, man. When our first apartment we moved into, we got lucky, bro, because our landlord, like, they were an AC company. So like it went out one time, bro, and that one time we called it, and they're like, yeah, we'll send someone right now.
Dude, my landlord was a piece of shit about it, bro. Straight up, I called him.
I think that's what sucks though about like being. I mean, it just depends on the owner, right? When they're like cheap and shit, like that's what happens.
The thing is, like, you signed up for that, bro. Like, you bought the fucking apartments, bro. Like, you gotta take care of the shit you pay for, bro. Like,
but some people are just fucking lazy and cheap, bro.
So I called him, right? I called him on Tuesday. I called him on Wednesday.
You gotta submit a ticket for that?
Huh?
You gotta submit a ticket for that? You just call him?
Directly,
I have to call him, bro, directly, because he owns the 4 that we live at.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he only owns those 4. But I called him Wednesday morning, bro. So it goes out Tuesday afternoon, huh?
I hope he owns them.
I hope, man. Paying this random ass fool. But so I called him Wednesday morning in hopes that maybe like my AC would just kind of reset it overnight. So I called him Wednesday morning. He's like, oh, can you? He tells me, he's like, can you flip the breaker? And I was just like, bro, what?
I already fucking did that, dog.
Motherfucker, what do you think I did, bro?
I'm not fucking 10th apartment, dog. You think I'm a fucking
I told him though, I was like, bro, it went out yesterday. Like it's 9 a.m. Wednesday morning. It went out 4 p.m. Tuesday afternoon. It's already been 10 whole hours, over 10 hours that it's been out, bro. Like, do you think I haven't tried like what normally works? I was like, bro, it's not working, bro. He's like, are you sure? And I was just like, dude, it's 85 degrees in my fucking house. Like, it's not fucking working, dude. Like, I'm not trying to call you. Like, I don't even like you. I don't like you, bro. Like, why would I just call you for fun?
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, well, it's because if I have to send somebody out, it's gonna be a $50 fee, and I gotta pay that. And I was just like, I don't fuck, bro. Like, that's not my fucking problem, pussy. Like, my fucking AC's my problem, bro. Can you fix this shit?
Yeah.
He finally sends the dude out, and the dude kind of knows that the landlord's a piece of shit, cheap motherfucker. So he goes out, and he's like, yeah, it's not working. I was like, yeah, like, fucking, yeah.
I knew that.
Obviously. You know, you walk into the house, and you know that it's not working. But he goes, yeah, it's not working. And I was like, yeah, well, fucking obviously. And he's like, well, the thing is that I won't name my landlord's name, right? But he goes, Mr. So-and-so, he won't buy a new one. So I have to actually find a used AC unit. And I was just like, so I won't be back in the same position, bro. Like, you know, so it took him fucking 4 days to finally bring in a new AC unit, new to me. But it was, dude, the thing was covered in rust, bro. Like, the motherfucker been sitting there. They installed it yesterday. It was 87 degrees when they installed it, bro. Last night, before I left my house to go stay at my in-laws, because it was still hot, it was barely 82. And this was like at almost midnight. So I only went down fucking like 5-6 degrees.
That sucks, bro.
After they put in a new AC unit. So it's like, this guy had the audacity, bro, to call me the same day that I called him to send somebody, so on a Wednesday, it was the first, right?
Yeah.
It was the first. So yeah, he calls me. I called him in the morning. He didn't want to send anybody, but this guy has no problem calling me back at 6 in the afternoon, thinking that I wasn't gonna call saying that, oh, they're gonna bring the part already, they're gonna install it. Nah, bro. The guy called me. Hey, is the rent ready? And I was like, motherfucker, like what? I was like, is my AC ready? And he was like, oh, well, no. I was like, well, there's your answer, dude. I was like, the fuck you want me to pay for? So where I live, like you pay the first for the remainder of the month.
Yeah.
So it's like, if my AC's not fucking working, what am I paying for? Like, you know.
Yeah, man, for sure. That
But
sucks, bro.
I would say overall, like a 7, bro. It's fucking
Hey, but I'm glad you guys are okay, bro. You know what I mean? Me
Yeah.
personally, bro, I feel like I've been doing really good, man. I feel really great. Personally, man, I'll probably say like a 7, 8, somewhere around there, like around Toby. Yeah, man, just been going through some stuff like mentally, and also honestly, George has been helping a lot with this whole thing where he's giving me advice and stuff on his therapy sessions. Cause I asked him like, man, like I feel like I should go, but I don't feel like this is wrong with me. And he's like, well, even then, bro, like you just don't know, or just like talking about it with someone or anything in general, it still helps. It's better, cause he said like the thing is, bro, like people could check in to therapy when they're like already like
They're already there, bro.
They're already there.
It was like kind of like it's better to like it's kind of like the good thing or anything like for example like the law says it's better to have it and need it than to not have it and need it.
Yeah.
Wait, was it like that? No,
No,
it's better to
have it
and not need it
Yeah.
than to not have it and need it.
Yeah.
Type of shit. So
And-
it was kind of like that for the therapist. Like it's better to like just go even
Not
if you're
only that,
good.
but like even though we check in here, there's only
Yeah.
so much you want to check in, obviously,
Yeah, for sure.
with a camera
Yeah,
fucking facing
that's
you.
what I told him because I know
Yeah.
like the lady, like going back to that lady who she mentioned, she's it's a girl, like my counselor. She mentioned basically how like people like that tend to go through there like. They don't want to go through there because of the stigma, like because it's like they don't want to seek it. And that's
Constantly makes you weak. Type
that's
shit.
why they get referred there. They get people because people get referred there. They don't get people because they just want to walk
Yeah,
in and be
yeah.
like, hey, let me learn about this.
Yeah.
So she's like, they don't do that because there's obviously like something that's attached to that that's negative, you know. And most part, for example, like I know my partner, she talked about like things like that. It just looks negative. I'm like, why does it have to look negative though?
Yeah.
It's like you're essentially getting knowledge and education about something you probably
Yeah.
need it. You know, we all need it at some point.
I used to go to counseling as a kid.
You get me? And if you're good, you should still seek to go there and get that information because it's gonna be helpful in some way or another. Like maybe not to you, but it's something that you're getting into your head that's gonna be beneficial to somebody else that's gonna be going through it. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
essentially what I do for him. Like I mean, that helps me out to understand myself more.
So Gilbert doesn't ask me for advice, but he just asks me for kisses. So I'd be
Okay, I
jumping.
got you. All right, no, that's cool. Man.
Yeah, bro. So
I'm
yeah,
the
man,
shoulder.
honestly, I just been feeling great, bro. And family wise, man, family's always strong, bro. The kids are fucking amazing, man. We went to the beach yesterday, so the kids always love the beach. So family wise, I feel like a 9. Yeah, man. So it's been really great, bro. And then this next week, I mean, we're going on vacation.
Yeah.
So we're going to Disney. I'm going to San Antonio. Kids are spoiled, dog.
Not me.
Kids are spoiled, homie. But hey, let's get into today's episode, man. The importance of discipline, bro. Thanks to George for bringing up this format of today's episode. We're really kind of confused. Always like we always have
Like,
so
what
many.
do we have to talk about?
We always have so many things to talk about. We're like, bro, but what should we do the next one? So we have a lot of plans for you guys. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, man, George, like, you want to bring up on what we're gonna do?
Yeah, the reason why I wanted to touch upon discipline was because one, I talked about it with my counselor this week, and I thought it was very insightful for me because there was questions, like I said, it was strongly agree, uncertain, disagree, or strong disagree, and there was one that said there was multiple ones that she mentioned that actually pertain to discipline, and like for example, one of them was like, the question was, a child should always obey their parent no matter what, and it's like you strongly agree, uncertain, disagree.
I feel like up
strong
until a
disagree.
certain age.
Like, so
you know what
I
mean? Like,
so that's why I was kind of conflicted because I'm like, wait, hold up, because I'm like, well, how am I supposed to answer this? Am I answering this as me as a kid, like how I grew up? Because for me, I was obeying my mom. I had to always obey my parents. You feel me?
even if you knew that
no
what they
matter
said
what.
was wrong.
Yeah, exactly. And then now that I'm older, I'm like, but now that I'm older, I'm like, okay, so.
Like you want them to have a voice.
Yeah, so I'm like, I would say no. I'm uncertain because like parents can't always be right. Like not every parent is a great
I think I
parent.
mentioned this on one of the previous episodes, but like my dad used to always say, "Don't do as I do as I say." Remember
Yeah,
that shit?
yeah,
You
I remember
fuck
that.
Got that shit?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
Don't do as I do as I say. And it's like, fuck you, fuck you mean dudes used to say, like,
Exactly.
you're telling me to fucking go pull out weed from my hands, bro.
And as parents,
Yeah,
though,
I've done that.
I don't want to do that shit.
as parents, I think that's what we want. Like, we want our kids to listen to us no matter what. And there's, like, I guess a certain way of putting that into perspective. It's more as you want your child to respect you. You want your child to do the right things.
Yeah.
And there's healthy ways of going about that. And all that comes through discipline. You feel me? So, like, how you discipline your child will essentially affect them in a positive or negative way. So that's the thing that I think that we don't really think about how we're doing that, or really see
Like
the
in the moment,
magnitude. We don't see the magnitude of what it does. You just, it's a quick fix. If it works, it works, and that's what we kind of go based off of, I think. And another question that she mentioned was like, it's okay to spank. A good spanking never hurt anybody. And I'm just like, wait, hold on. What is a good spanking though? You feel me? Because I think as parents, we sometimes want to spank our child so they can, listen to us, pay attention. And then I think the way she put it was like,
Not only that, bro, but like, I don't mean to cut you off, but
Yeah,
like
you're good.
a spank has to be like, and it has to be just that, like a spank, like,
Yeah.
spank on your ass. You get spanked on the butt. But hey, I remember being a kid, and my dad actually had like a fucking paddle, bro. It was the fencing, the fencing wood for like, the wood fencing. Okay, so he had one of those, and it was maybe like 2.5 feet long, and he had like a handle cut out, and it was black tape that had fucking holes in it, so it wouldn't catch wind when he would spank your ass.
Yeah.
To make WWE, dog.
nah, bro.
Type shit, bro.
Yeah, basically.
And,
La Ramas, bro.
and if you fucking moved, you're gonna get in the back of the hamstrings, dude. That's motherfucker. That hurt more than the ass, bro. So it's like, don't do that.
I feel
Don't
like
hit him with a piece of wood, bro. Like that's fucking.
That's the thing too. Like, there's an age, I guess, an age part of it that goes into it as far as like, what age can you actually like spank them? Like, is it are they 2-year-old, or are they 4-year-old, or 7-year-old? Because it's
and
different
areas
ways.
too. Like so, like my son when he does wrong and he knows he does wrong, and we were talking about this off camera right now. Like he gets to spank on the hand. You know what I mean? Like hey, don't touch the trash. Hey, don't grab the knife from the counter. You know what I mean?
Bron.
That motherfucker, hey, dude, Ezra with knives, bro.
Hammers, bro,
Hammer,
scissors.
yeah.
Bro, Bron,
And anything bad this motherfucker can find, bro. It's like, and he'll come to you like,
Yeah.
bro, whoa, dude, hey, chill out, Chucky.
Hey, man,
Hey, bro, I'll give you all my money right now.
Hey.
Bro, relax, dude, chill.
Chucky.
I'm gonna call the cops, dude, on you. But no, yeah. So like, this depends, at the age. So I would say, yeah, definitely like between like, when they're walking age and they start to learn about stuff. Definitely like the small little, spank in the hand, let them know.
Yeah.
But once they hit like their like 3s and 4s, where like they actually know what they're doing is wrong. Like when Emma and Stella fucking, they literally like fist fight, bro, and they'll like kick each other and shit. To the day like. Randomly, Emma jumps on Stella's back, bro, like, and punching her in her head, dude. Like, Trey just grounded pounding this chick. So I was like, wow. And so he hit her with one, and I was like, hey, you don't like it, right? Like, you don't like when someone gets on top of you and fucking overpowers you. I was like, don't be fucking doing that. Like, your little sister, she's little.
Yeah, man.
Like, Stella will be 5, Emma will be 7. They're only 2 years apart, bro, but their weight difference and their size difference, like, Emma's thick, dude.
Yeah.
Emma's fucking muscle, like, she's strong. You know what I mean? She can run fast. Like, she's a big girl, bro. And Stella's not, bro. Stella's exactly like my wife, bro. Super fucking petite, super skinny. Like she got all Jamie's fucking genetics, and Emma got all my fucking thickness. Like, so their size difference is it's probably like a 30-pound size difference, dude. 20.
But they're also like 5 and 7, no?
Yeah, so it's like appropriate, but like if you see like their dude, if you see like their legs,
sure.
like the size of Emma's legs compared to Stella's legs, like dude, you can tell like Emma's fucking.
Well, now we're talking about this, bro. Like, what type of parent are you? Like, do you feel like you're a disciplining parent or a nurturing parent?
It just depends, like if my wife's around. So if my wife's around, she's usually the one that's like the disciplinary.
She kind of sets the tone, like.
Yeah, she'll set the tone like, hey, like. Fucking
are you bad cop or good cop, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, and I just kind of have to. I just be backing her up. You know what I mean? I just be backing her up, like, But
What about you?
when Jimmy's not around, yeah, I always have to take it in my own hands.
It's the same way though. Like if my girl's around, bro, it's kind of like what she says kind of goes. Like, of course I have my say, yeah, but more than anything, she's like kind of like the last say, bro. She's the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
So basically, like I can say whatever I want to say, right? But at the end of the day, it's gonna have to go run through her, and whatever
Like, yeah,
she says
Dad said
goes.
you can have an ice cream, but if Mom said nah, like.
Yeah, I was like, sorry, girl.
Sorry, dude.
I
Hey,
did my part.
I did my part. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So that's kind of.
I feel the same way with you guys, man. I feel the same way, and it's crazy that you guys brought that up because, like, Toby went through that when like his dad was like real violent and stuff with that.
My dad was violent, dude, and he was the one that would set the tone. Like my mom was just like the.
Hey, what
And I guess that kind of
listen to your
that is into the question that I wanted to ask because I know it's one of the questions that we have right here, and it's basically kind of like our parenting style is obviously something that we not just learned through our own experience being parents to our children, but us as children, we went through certain parenting styles that our parents did with us. Like for example, like that you mentioned right now, like your dad was the one that would basically hit you, right? So like I guess how did your childhood experience as far as parenting goes affect your parenting style? Like did it make you want to be a certain kind
my
of
dad was always filled with rage, bro. Like there was one thing that I always remember, and it's sad that that's still how I remember him, but it was always just like when he got mad, like it was like, it wasn't like hey, sit your ass down. Like no, it was like sit the fuck down before I beat the shit out of you type of shit. Like oh, sorry, daddy.
Yeah.
Fuck, bro. But it was like like we were saying right now, like he would set the tone, bro. Like and it was just like if he was having a bad day, bro, like the whole house was just kind of like in a different. It was like a different vibe. It wasn't like you wanted to be there, but definitely like I would say the way he parented us and the way he disciplined us is definitely not how I am at all. Like not even.
So you
not even like a smidge, bro.
Would you say like that's the reason why though, like that you chose to be different, like a part of it?
Not so much, man. Like so we're gonna put the links in down below of what we're kind of reading off of here. So right here, the first one you were talking about the 8 different ways.
Alternatives.
8 alternatives to spanking. So this one right here is let me see. Not timeouts. Timeouts actually work for Stella.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it fucks her up. The thing is, like, it fucks her up like mentally, and I don't really want to do that to her. Like, fuck with her mental health type shit. Or like later on in life, she fucking remembers it and like.
And how old is Stella again? 5?
She'll be 5.
You said timeouts don't work for her.
No, timeouts like they overly work for her. Like it like distresses her.
Okay.
Like almost like it fills her with anxiety.
Yeah.
And like the feeling of her not being heard or like someone not listening to her.
Yeah.
It fucks with her, bro. So like we actually stopped doing that shit because of how like she would react to it. But this one right here, number 3. So again, we'll be listing them in order of how we're going to be kind of going over it. Ignoring mild behavior. I do that a lot. Like so, it's like selective ignoring. When the girls fucking argue about something, I mean it's something so minor that like their thing right now. They lost both their living room remotes. They lost both of them. So I have like the Roku app on my phone.
Yeah.
So it's literally like every 10 fucking minutes, bro, they're coming like to change a video. And I'm like, dude, no. Like, Emma comes and tries to change and choose every fucking video they're gonna watch.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, bro. Like, and then they'll start arguing about it in the living room. Like, oh, Emma already had a turn. And I'm like, dude, out. Like, first of all, don't come into my room with like that much fucking, energy, bro. Like, me and your brother are chilling watching fucking Monsters Inc. Homeboy. Like, you better come over here with a different attitude.
Yeah.
Alternatives on
And
the timeout part.
alternatives, yeah. So, yeah, the girls came into my room, kind of fucking arguing about the phone, and I kind of had to. I just do fucking selective, right? So right here, it's ignoring mild behavior, like I mentioned before. Selective ignoring. So I probably tend to do that a lot more. I try to stay away from spanking the kids, really, especially when Jamie's not around, because the girls will like twist the situation in their head and like tell Jamie something that fucking entirely didn't happen.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, damn, well now like they're fucking like fake agreeing with each other and I'm over here left and hanging out to dry, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I really do try not to spank them when, especially when Jamie's not around. And I really only spank them when Jamie tells me to spank them. But it's just that, like it's just a fucking spank and and it's okay, like like we mentioned earlier, like it's okay to spank. There's obviously a difference between spanking and fucking like beating the shit out of your kid. So don't fucking do that.
Yeah.
Or all 3 of us will come find you. All 3 of us.
I guess.
But we're rewards for good behavior. Again, links will be down below for what we're reading off of. And I will say, rewards for good behavior, we do that, and praise for good behavior, we do that. So a lot of it just kind of depends on a lot of it doesn't really depend on how I kind of grew up. I wouldn't say I took anything from how I grew up to be a parent that I am today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly how I grew up was exactly opposite of how I want to be. I actually
Would you say you more so than anything learned through, like, I guess, being a parent, the experience of how to do it on your own?
Yeah, like I would say, like, you know, my.
And that's good
Not
because
so much like my mom. My mom had a lot of patience for us.
yeah.
It was just like my dad. My dad would just kind of flip switch really quick, especially like I mentioned last episode. My dad was a drug addict, bro. So it's like whenever he was off of his shit, he was always on edge, and like we didn't know that at the time.
Yeah.
But that had a lot to do with, you know, not only was he coming off of his drugs, but he was also he also had, what was it called? It was psychosis. It was like psychological.
Like he had a disorder, you mean, or?
Yeah. It was fuck, I forgot the name.
Was he diagnosed with it?
Yeah, he was diagnosed with bipolar.
Bipolar disorder.
Yeah, it was a bipolar, but it was a certain type, manic bipolar. It was actually diagnosed with manic bipolar.
It's crazy that you brought that up. Like, obviously we don't do drugs, right? But when you brought up that whole thing was like, even in the previous episode when you're like, when your girls like, hey, apologize to them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you like, you know, sometimes we, and I was talking to Don and them about it. It's like, bro, us as humans, we react, bro. Like, doesn't matter what we're doing, we just kind of react.
We're still very like Neanderthal in our ways of like, just like we react on like fucking off just thought.
So in one of the articles in the second link that we're gonna leave below, there was an awesome section where it says like, remember that you as a parent, you can give yourself a timeout when you feel out of control.
Yeah.
So I thought that was, obviously it just says like make sure your children are in a safe place and stuff like that. So you know what I mean. So it's like you in that section in that situation when you were kind of like pissed off, you had a bad day, and you kind of take it on your kids. At that time, you kind of don't think about like, oh, like I did something bad, but it's like you always have someone nice like there to check you.
Mm-hmm.
But like in the future, it's like, you know, anybody out there, you know, obviously even myself, even George, like we're gonna have bad days at work, whether you're in an argument with your significant other. But it's like sometimes you need to like, hey, take a deep breath. It's like, okay, you know what? Like the kids didn't do anything. Like let me chill.
It's like that thing where it's leave your problems at the door before you step in.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same thing. You know, the problems that I'm mentally going through aren't my children's issues. You know what I mean? It's not their fucking problems at all.
Yeah.
If any, they have no clue like what I go through every day mentally.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's like I say it like this all the time. The person I am, when I cut hair, is exactly who I wish to be at all times. Like I'm always at peace when I'm cutting hair, bro. I'm always at peace. I'm a different fucking energy.
You're in a different.
I'm in a different fucking realm, bro. Man. And you know, me and my wife can have an argument the night before, or even like the fucking morning of, because I don't know, I fucking left the restroom door open or I left the toilet seat up, and she's pissed because she went to go take a piss with her one eye open and she sat in the water like, hey, bro, my bad, and she'll fucking bitch me out at 10 in the morning, dude.
My bad.
My bad, fool. Hey, you know what I'm saying? But you know, nobody ever knows exactly what I'm going through, because as soon as I step through that door to go work, that shit matters. You know what I mean? And I try really hard. I'm a person who doesn't really hold on to shit for fucking too long.
Yeah.
I'm also a person who forgets about stuff really fast.
No, sure.
Unless you really fucked me over, then it's like,
forgive, that forgive, don't forget.
Yeah. It's like kind of like that, but it's more so like I have so many other things going on in my mental that like if something small and insignificant happens in my life that's like a slight bump in the road, I'm not gonna let it be a fucking, you know, a roll off the track type shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? If there's a fucking log on the street, like I'm gonna move that bitch. You know, I'm gonna forget about it. It's whatever.
You get through it.
For sure, bro.
But unless it's something that's really bothering you, seek the guidance, seek the questions, and seek the help that you need. But I'm trying to be better at that, like kind of talking. And what sucks, man, is like I'm not a big talker, like talking. Like my wife, I can't really like talk to her. Mm-hmm. I can't. She fucking is like fully open to me talking. Yeah. I can't get over the fact like I can't really talk. So the way we do it is actually through text. And I really want to get better at like actually talking
communication and stuff.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I can fucking like rant on a text, bro, because I can.
You know probably why you actually get to think about more what you want to say.
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
I'm really not a critical thinker, bro, like at all. That's another reason why Jamie really runs our family, bro. Like she takes care of so much behind the scenes shit that like, you know, I might not even fucking give her the gratitude for. but you know, we have this Disney trip coming up. You've asked me, like, dude, how do you, like,
Yeah,
I have
dude.
fucking no clue. I have no clue how any of it works.
I know. Sometimes I'm just like, how the fuck does this nigga not know? But how does this guy not know? But it's like,
I have no clue how
Like
any
like
of it
you
works.
talk about like the trip,
Like
getting over
trips,
there.
our bills, fucking anything, bro. Or how our money gets saved. Like, I'll check the bank. Like, so I just check the checkings. I never check the savings.
Hey.
And I'm like, motherfucker, I just made $300 today. Like, what the fuck is that? But then, like, we have it like on auto save. So like
Yeah.
every day, $75 gets saved every day. So it's like I had a $300 a day, but $75 just disappears, and I'm just like, motherfucker, I haven't even left the house.
hey, what'd you buy today?
Hey, what the fuck did you buy? Nah, you know, I'm not one of those. So I'm not one of those. My wife actually buys whatever the fuck she wants, bro. I don't fucking even care anymore. I used to, not anymore.
I just thought.
Yeah, I just don't care. But you know, I don't fucking know half the shit that goes on. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
she takes care of so much behind the shit stuff. Like, get you a fucking person that literally completes you,
Hey, no cap,
and your
bro.
life becomes so much easier.
But
Like,
that's
about
me.
the-
Like, no cap, that's me. Like,
The bills, like.
not about the bills, but like just in the house in general. Like my girl, like obviously, bro, like she can handle money. Like I'm a piece of shit with money, bro. Like I do the money, and I'm just
Because
like,
also, like, you grew up with no money, so it's
but
like.
and that's the thing
now
I
that
told
you
her.
have
Like
money,
like me, it's like I have money. It's like I grew up poor, so like me, it's like I tell
Oh,
people
get
like,
everything,
and then,
bro.
and then you found Klarna, dude.
yeah, and then I found after being Klarna, so it's like even worse.
Sezzle.
But, well, what you gotta talk about that? I don't want to go into that. It'll be another time, a type of financial thing we go there.
Yeah.
But
Going back to this.
going back to this, like right now, currently, man, what methods you guys use? Because like me personally, like Bronny's crazy, bro. Like he be jumping on stuff and things like that. So
Dude,
me,
that guy's crazy.
my son is wild, bro. So me, like personally, bro, like with Riley, bro, I could say Riley's like amazing child, bro. Like super sweet, super loving, super calm. So like to her, like me to say like Riley, don't do that. She'd be like, okay. You know what I mean? So she to her like just so verbally it is okay. You know what I mean? Like I never had to go, oh, like I had to spank you or whatever the case, because it's just like me, like I like kind of scream at them and they're like, you know what I mean? But Barney, it's like you scream at him and he laughs at you. You spank him and he laughs at you. So I'm just like, damn, bro, like what am I supposed to do?
figure it out,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So like what do y'all use, man?
I would say the same thing, kind of like Toby said. Going back to the article that we're on right now, it's the timeout, the losing the privileges, the ignoring the malbehavior. I think the part where I'm needing more improvement on is the teaching the new skills, because that one, I think it's just you know, every kid learns differently, bro. And
Yeah.
when your child doesn't really know how to speak, like in our case, my older one knows how to speak, so I think it's easier to teach her. But my younger one is a little bit more difficult because you got to figure out, you know, how is she gonna learn this type of stuff. But going back to like the timeout and stuff like that, I think for me, like, I know when she misbehaves, it's actually my partner's method actually, that she's the one that puts her in timeout. She'll have her whatever she's doing. If she's misbehaving, she'll have her go sit down next to her. Like literally, like if my girl's doing her makeup, and my daughter's misbehaving, she's hitting our dog because she tends to be like a little bit rough with him. At times we're like, dude, be gentle, like he's a dog, like don't be. She'll be like, hug him, bro, like squeeze him, bro.
Yeah,
I'm like,
God, we might throw him, bro.
I'm like, yo, chill,
Quick.
for real, but RKO him, bro, like no doubt. And then and she'll get pissed because she's doing that to him. Like we're like, don't do that. So like to get her to not do that anymore, we'll get her to go wherever my partner's at, and we'll sit her. Like if she's doing her makeup, she'll sit her right next to her, right there, just sitting there, not doing anything. And she'll not want to do that because she's not doing anything, right? And I guess she'll learn, like, you know, I can't be doing that. So that's kind of the way we've been doing that for her, for the timeouts, and it's been working for the most part. The part of losing privileges, for example, like we have a tablet and we have Peppa Pig on there. It's like a little game of Peppa Pig, and she loves playing that game, man. Like she loves it. So anytime we go somewhere, for example, like if we go to a restaurant, you know how you gotta wait before your food and all that stuff.
Are your kids? Are your kids iPad kids?
Not when we're eating, and not once we get there.
My kids are, bro. Like the thing is, like me personally, and I told Toby one time I had an experience where everybody knows this, bro. If you go to the mall, or not in the mall because they closed it, but if you go to the outlets, the mall before, there's this old man who runs a shop there, like the sports shop. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Everyone knows, bro. You know what I'm talking about? It's like a shop where it's an old man, bro, and he's doing, honestly, like that's hilarious, bro. Like you go in there and he's always giving someone a lecture, always going off on someone.
On some lessons, bro.
Yeah, dude, honestly, like no cap. Like one time, I went, right. It was like I think it was during the pandemic, and I totally agree with him, right? But he was like, he's like, there was parents that came in here and they had their kids with an iPhone or iPad, and I told them, you guys are bad parents, and I was like, bro, I strongly disagree, especially now because it's like, bro, the kids are indoors, so that's the only reason. Honestly, that's the only reason why we bought them iPads, because I'm like, they were indoors all the time, bro. It's like they have to try to like, you know.
Yeah,
get
not just
entertained.
that, but like, for example, like when we're eating and we're waiting, like we don't give her the iPad automatically. Like we let her do her thing. She's hanging out, playing with the little stuff on the table, building up her own fort. But she gets bored after a while. She gets bored very easily. So at the point where she starts acting out because she's getting bored, like she's gonna be either trying to get off the fucking seat and walk around. We're like, dude, like we're sitting down, everybody's sitting down. So to get her to sit down, like, you know what? We're about to order. You've already played by yourself with your toys that you had here, and you already got bored from that. So you know what? Here's the iPad.
Yeah.
You can play with the iPad now. And there's times where when the food comes, she don't want to go with the iPad. Now that's losing the privilege right there. So when she starts crying, we're like, okay, you know what? Next time we come out to eat, you're not gonna get the iPad. So she understands that if she cries because she can't have it or it's gonna get taken away, that she can lose that privilege of getting it next time. So next time when we come out, we're gonna take the iPad. So next time we go out, we don't take any iPad. We just take her toys and that's it.
Yeah.
And we try to manage how to discipline her if she gets bored of the toys from that. So that's another way of we've been doing it as far as disciplining her, and also we have ignoring the mild misbehavior. I know, like for example, like she tries to like, I guess she thinks it's funny, and she'll be like no, like she tells us no, like we tell her to do something, she's like no.
Okay.
And it's like you're not gonna say no, like you're not gonna say no to like us, like, you know, like if we're telling you to clean your room, like you gotta go clean your room, like don't give us sass talk. And I guess when she says no, she'll start laughing, and
You think it's a fucking joke? You think I'm a fucking joke?
yeah. So as she says no, bro, like I'll just ignore it, but like you still gotta clean your room.
Yeah, you gotta do it regardless.
Like you can tell what you want, but you should clean your room, and she'll clean it, right? So we're trying. She's still something we're dealing with because she's still saying no. So that's just something we're working on. But I think ignoring it though, it's gotten where she's saying it less frequently because we're not laughing with her about it. We're not reinforcing that behavior because essentially that's kind of what it comes down to, bro. Like kids, if they get a reaction out of you from a certain behavior they're doing, whether it's a good or bad thing that they're doing, like they're gonna understand that, you know, your reaction to them is gonna affect it.
Yeah, it does.
So if they get your attention, sometimes it's about getting your attention, bro. That's what I've read.
That's really all it is, bro.
It's crazy because there was a section where it's like when kids start acting up, or when they start misbehaving, it's because they're trying to get attention.
Exactly.
Or when they start asking you questions frequently, they're also just trying to get your attention.
Yeah.
And there's a thing on there also, like, to discipline them. Like sometimes just ignore them. I mean, when they're whining and stuff like that, obviously don't ignore them when they need you, right?
When they actually need something. Ignore them when it's more just like attention seeking on something that's like non-relevant. Like always make your kids
even
feel
if you
like what they say is relevant.
You can address it once, I would say. Address it once, and at that point, if they keep going,
interest them once, and then it's like if it's the same thing over and over. Like again with the kids with the remote, bro. The remote's on my phone, so it's like they're arguing like I'm next. No, am I out of turn? It's like, dude, you know what, bro? I'm about to go fucking pick y'all's show, and you're gonna watch that for the next 30 minutes. You know what I mean? Yeah. So there's times where I do that, bro. Like or like, you know what? That's enough YouTube videos. You guys watched enough fucking KJR Crew and fucking Ryan's tour review. Like, y'all done with that shit. Like, I'm about to put a 2-hour movie on. Yeah. You know what I mean? And y'all gonna watch the 2-hour movie. You're not gonna ask me for a fucking remote for 2 hours, bro.
It's crazy though, bro, because Riley is at a point where like she has the iPad, so she'll just pop up the
girls have iPads, bro. Here's the thing. Stella broke both of them. She cracked both the screens. Like they both work.
You mentioned that before, I think.
She cracked both the screens on purpose, bro, because she was pissed. So Stella actually has lost all of her iPad privileges right now till we get it fixed. So we actually gave it to them as a Christmas gift. Like maybe like a year ago or something, 2 years ago. Yeah, like 2 years ago. So what we're actually gonna do is like re-gift it to them with new screens for Christmas. So I was like, dude, what's a cheaper way to fucking get them new iPads? Just purchase a fucking fix.
To me, man, it's kind of hard, dude. Whenever Christmas or birthdays come up, it's like, bro, they got everything.
They literally have everything.
Literally, bro, my kids have everything, bro.
The girls have an allowance, so that's another thing.
That's not good.
That'd be for
Emma actually has her own debit card.
Rewards for good behavior.
Yeah, rewards for good behavior. That's what I was gonna bring up too. Like rewards, but we obviously talk about discipline when they're misbehaving. But what do y'all praise them for good behavior? Like us personally, man. Like Riley loves Target. Like so, be like, you know what, Riley, you did really good. Like we'll take you to Target, you know what I mean? Yeah. Or look, if you behave with your daycare, whatever. Like, hey, have a good day, learn whatever, or have a great day at school, bring good grades, whatever, and you'll be rewarded. You know what I mean? So what do y'all do for that?
Like I said, Emma has a debit card that they both share. Mm-hmm. So every week we put $10 in there if they've done exactly what needs to be done. So I tell them every day, bro, like the mess that's being made in the house is not being made by me. So I don't see why I have to clean up every single piece of mess. Like if you guys are, so they eat at the bar, at our bar, but then like the TV's not in a fucking way where they can see it. So I'll catch them sometimes like eating eating on the carpet. So it's like, all right, dude, I'm not gonna get mad at you, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna make sure everything that you fucking dropped is picked up. Like, sweep up after you're done eating, throw everything away. You throw everything away, there's no mess at the end of the day, and you're making my job easier by just hitting the house with a quick sweep and a light mop. Like, you know what I mean? You're gonna get rewarded at the end of the week. So we'll let them, we'll give them their money on the card. So actually, Monday we're taking Emma to the Disney store at the mall. This chick has like $60 on her fucking debit card. So it's like at the Disney store she can grab. It was either we take her to the Disney store or she waits till we go to Disney and 9 days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Either that, like. And you can spend money over there.
Yeah.
But you know, that's how we've been praising their good behavior. You know, they help us clean, especially when it's mess that like I work 8-9 hours a day, bro. Like I'm not in the living room fucking shredding paper.
Yeah.
The fuck do I have to pick up each paper? You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's why are your toys all over the couch? Like just put your toys away. We just bought them a new bin, so put your toys away. And you do something as simple as that, like at the end of the week, you get your $10 allowance. You know what I mean?
You get $10 a week?
$10 a week.
That's good, man. That's
bro,
cool.
One time, I got a cat, bro. One time when my girl's niece was living here, I tried to do that to her. Like, you do chores, you add her list and stuff like that. The first week she did it. The second week too. After that, bro, she stopped doing it. And I'm like, hey, like, what happened? She's like, I already had $20. Like, I don't need to do this anymore.
Dang.
I'm like, bro, $20 ain't nothing, bro. Like, I know it's crazy that you brought that up, but
I would say for my older one, she's more of a person that likes to, like, I guess, get gifts. So, like, for her, like, when she does good behavior or does good in school, stuff like that, like, she gets, like, for example, when she got student of the week, got her some toys, it's like a baby. She likes, I don't know why she likes babies a lot, bro.
yeah.
Kids babies like babies, bro.
Right, it's
Even
weird.
Ezra's not. I want baby. I'm like, motherfucker, you're a baby. Like,
Yeah, just why you want a baby? You're a baby
you
too.
want a baby, bro.
Nah,
Damn.
but she likes babies, bro. So we try to reward her with like things like toys and stuff like that.
The little baby stroller.
Yeah, but she actually has one, but it's a freaking huge one for 2 babies.
Yeah.
So
the
double. And then my younger one, she's different. She actually prefers to go to the park or for walks, bro. But it's because we usually do that. So like if she does good at school or if she's behaving well, like I'm like, all right, you behave, we'll go to the park. And sure enough, she'll like behave because she wants to go to the park. So right now, I guess it's more different than your kids because your kids are older. It's cool you give them allowances like that. For me right now, they're a lot younger, and then my older one doesn't live with me all, like she's not with me all the time. So it's different for me to discipline her. I think like she likes more materialistic things.
Especially because like the time spent with the older one for you in particular, like it's limited.
Exactly.
So it's like, you know, you don't want to spend your fucking time, like the limited time that you have with her, like disciplining her.
And I think that's the thing too, like, for example, like when she comes over and she misbehaves, and that's what I tell her, I'm like, dude, I don't want to be getting mad at you because, like, I don't want you to come over here and this is what I got to do. I get it, you're a kid, you're going to, like, sometimes misbehave. Like, I'm not telling her verbatim what I'm telling you right now. I try to put it in simpler terms for her. But I tell her, like, basically, like, you know, like, behave, like, you're here, let's have a good time, let's play, let's have fun. Like, there's no reason for you to have an attitude, throw a fit, throw a tantrum, because guess what? Like, you don't see me all the time. I don't see you all the time. Like, right now, let's make the best of it together.
Yeah, for sure.
And sure enough, she'll come around and she'll get back like into her regular way of being and start hanging out with us and you know, be herself. So it is limited. That's why I'm saying it's a little bit different. It's a bit difficult for, I guess, not difficult. I guess I would say it's like how would I say it? Like me disciplining her also does not take more effort, I guess that's what I'm trying to get at, because like for her, I don't know if it's the fact that like she doesn't have me around all the time, but she tends to listen to me no matter what, like whatever I say, like. And I don't mean to say like, well, like I love that. I mean, it's great that she listens to me all the time, but I guess if I try to understand why she listens to me all the time is because of that. She's not always around. So when she comes around, she's like, I'm gonna listen to my dad, type of stuff. So that's why I think she listens to me. So I can tell her one thing and she'll do it. I'll tell her, Bella, go put your stuff away. She'll put it away. Whereas the little one, I tell her, go put your stuff away. No. I'm just like, bro, like don't give me that, bro. Like, what do you mean?
Bullshit, bro.
But my younger one, that's why I tell her, like, you don't want to go to the park? Yes, daddy, park. Okay, well, put your stuff away. And then she'll go put it away. I'm like, all right, so I thought like this, you go put it away. And then we'll go to the park. That's what I'm saying, like, it's different. So if every kid, even for kids, like your children, like the way you discipline each one of them can be different.
What we were talking about was like, not everything has to be rewarded either. You know, like, you know, naturally, they should just do the things that there's, that they should be doing.
supposed to, yeah.
You know what I mean? You make a mess, you gotta clean it up. Don't expect a fucking ice cream afterwards.
Exactly.
Don't expect like praise for something that like if you make the mess, like pick it up. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna praise you after either though.
Yeah.
So
it's gotta be done.
You gotta find like the happy medium ground where it's like you praise them for the stuff that they're over, that they do voluntarily.
Yeah.
In a sense that like it wasn't their job to do. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Like Emma will be like, Ezra's done with his food, she'll take his tray off for him. She'll go put it in the sink. And then like she'll voluntarily like refill his bottle and take him out of the high chair.
Yeah, that's good, bro. That's beast.
And I'm like, dude, fuck yeah, like thanks, man. You know what I mean? Hey.
That goes a long way,
Fuck
bro.
yeah, you know what I mean? And it takes a little bit of a load off of me and Jamie, you know what I mean? I don't expect her to ever fucking do that, But there is times where I'm like, baby, can you get Ezra out of the high chair real quick? Like I'm working, or like, I just sat down to eat. Like Ezra's already fucking done, because like the kids will get served first, then Jamie gets served, then I'll serve myself after I get them. So Jamie usually serves them their food, and I usually serve them their drinks. So by the time I'm done like serving them the drinks and shit, like Ezra's already like pretty much done eating. So by the time I sit down, like he's ready to get up. So she'll help me out. She'll help us out like that, like voluntarily. Yeah, I think I mentioned it in one of the episodes too. Like she is a big help. So yeah, she will get praised for stuff like that. You know what I mean? She also doesn't expect like money added to her allowance or like toys for it, but it's just like right here it says praise for number 8, praise for good behavior.
Yeah.
You're doing such a good job sharing and taking turns, and stuff like that. Like when they do stuff voluntarily, the thing is that like they'll try to come to me like, oh look, I'm sharing my iPad with Stella, and I'm just like, okay.
Like,
You don't let me notice you. Like let me notice you, and you'll get the praise that you're looking for. Don't come to me like kind of throwing it in my face, like you know what I mean? Like, oh, like we're doing it. Like look at this. Like no, don't do that. Like it's not natural.
I think another thing was like, for example, I'm reading here natural consequences. I think one of the things for that, for example, like having your child learn from their own mistakes as well, is a very good thing for you to not just let them be themselves, that way they can learn. Because you obviously want to keep them from getting hurt or anything like that, right? You don't want them to experience something
Yeah,
they're going to get
it's
hurt.
something that's like I know that they're gonna like lose out on. So it's like like when it gets cold, they forget their jacket.
That's exactly what it says right here, bro. It says, for example, like if your child says they're not going to wear their jacket, let them go outside and get cold. Take your jacket with you.
Like the girls have rain boots also.
Yeah.
And like if it's raining, they forget their rain boots. Motherfucking socks get all wet.
I think.
Hey man, the rain boots are by the door. Like if you ever.
You could have put them on.
Gilbert comes to the crib. Like Don comes to the crib. I have the rain boots outside the door, ready for them. And I mean, even if it's not raining, it's something. They're quick shoes for them to put on. Like if we're just gonna go to grandma's house, we gotta run a couple of quick errands. We're not really gonna get off anywhere. Just throw your rain boots on. We'll go. They're quick to put on. You know what I mean? You can't find your sandals. It's fine. The rain boots are outside. Let's go. Let's get the fuck on. Hey, Dad's ready to go. I got my bag on. Let's go. But natural consequences for sure, yeah. Like if they forget a jacket, bro, it gets cold.
I mentioned it because my daughter, for example, like she has this thing where she likes to jump on the couches, bro. I freaking hate it, bro. I hate it, bro, because I'm like, bro, you're gonna fall, you're gonna get hurt. And you know the song that they put on Cocoman is like, the monkey jumped on the bed, one fell off and bumped himself. Like, you see the monkey? Like,
that's you, motherfucker. You're a monkey.
Like, you're gonna hit your head and it's gonna hurt, bro. And she don't listen, bro. So like, I keep telling her. At one point, she actually fell on her own. She was calling on this like the kind of like the shoulder rest or the arm rest from the couch, and she fell, bro, and she got hit. It didn't hurt that bad, right? But it looked like it kind of like was a pretty.
It was a big fall for her.
Yeah, it was a big fall for her. It wasn't like a big,
100%.
like not a big fall, but for her it was, and she cried. She wasn't hurt though, because I checked her. Right, I looked at her, and I'm like, you see, like this is why you don't do that. Like I tell you not to jump on the couch. You over here playing around.
Emma has
you fall down,
and she fucking does cartwheels, like an excessive amount of cartwheels, bro. And it actually like it's starting to get to the point where it's really fucking annoying. Cause like we can't fucking do anything without her hitting the cartwheel. I'm like, dude, yeah, I'm proud of you. You can fucking do a cartwheel. Like, that's awesome. But you just showed me 40 fucking times already in a row. Like, dude, okay, I get it.
It was cute the first time.
Yeah, it was cool. Cool the first time. Now it's just like it's kind of becoming inconvenient.
Yeah.
The other day she hit a cartwheel, bro, and kicked Stella in the face, like in the process of doing a cartwheel, because Stella was walking back from the kitchen, and this dude Emma fucking like sprints, bro. She'll fucking sprint, hit a fucking fast ass cartwheel, and she kicked Stella in the face, bro. And I'm like, dude, look, like, or the other day she actually hit Ezra, and Ezra fell and like fucking fell on his arm and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, look at what you're doing. Look at the shit it's causing. Like, Or the other day, it was actually last night. Again, bro, she hits a fucking cartwheel and her knee pops. Not like pops out of place, but like her shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, she was like, oh, and I was like, hey, bro, there's no reason you're doing fucking 30 cartwheels a day, bro. Like, the body can only.
She tried out for the Olympics, bro.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Like, so we had her in gymnastics before. We took her out, dude, because the fucking gym had no AC in it. It was hot, bro. It was hot. She was a little baby, bro. But she's like, she's really like, her acrobats are pretty fucking solid. She can do handstands. She can, you know what I mean? Crazy fucking splits, like cartwheels. She's learning like back brands and shit. But and I tell her, like, dude, you're doing it inside the house on tile, bro. Let's not do that inside, bro. And then like every fucking haircut I have, look.
Oh shit!
Hit the cartwheel.
Trying to flex on them, bro.
What's that? Those funny ass memes where it's like, yeah, my mom and dad are fighting, they hit each other, and then it's like, and then they hit the cartwheel. The kids hit the cartwheel. It's like, dude, like, should we be talking about some non fucking some bullshit, bro? That should hit a cartwheel. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, dude, stop! Like, stop already.
Taking
But natural consequences, you know, for that. Like I said, she keeps doing cartwheels, and I'm asking her to stop, and then she hurts her knee.
All right, so we're still in the natural consequences. Gilbert, I know we mentioned, Tori mentioned the rain boots, you know, and I mentioned how my daughter jumps on the couch and she had a fall to actually, you know, learn from her mistake. Now she's more cognizant about not doing that. She still does it, but, you know, a lot less than before now because she fell. But do you have any experiences in regards to natural consequences?
Yeah, bro, I'm with you on the couch thing because Bronny is.
Like, Bronny lives on heights,
Bronny
bro.
is bro, like, he climbs things and he's falling, bro, because, like, bro, he just doesn't learn his lesson, bro. But yeah, man, like, and he'll jump. He doesn't just jump on the couch, bro. He gets on top of the couch on that little thing, bro.
On
like,
the head part.
He'll be there on there and he'll be standing, bro. Like, he's crazy, bro, and it's crazy because he has good balance. And then, like, he'll just be doing something and it's like, bro, he's on top of there. It's like, hey, bro, like, chill. So yeah, man, he's falling off. Like, he hasn't fallen off the couch, bro. But the bed, man, yeah, he jumps on the bed and he'll like jump off, or like he'll lose his balance and fall. So that's one thing natural with him. And Riley, bro, Riley's real, like, she's real clumsy, like, bro, like, just yesterday, like, she was like chasing the ball, like they were playing with the ball, and she hit herself on the side of the desk. Started crying, bro. So it's just like they're real like that, man. They're real like they're real reckless, man. The kids are real reckless. Like, Riley less than Bronny, because Bronny's a little kid, you know what I mean? So he's just wild. But Riley, bro, like, Riley's super like, Bronny, don't do that. Right, don't jump on the bed. So to tell him, but he won't care, you know what I mean? He's still gonna do it and he'll hurt himself. Like, but it's funny, man, because I don't know, bro. The kids are crazy, man. But it's just
so
like
you say he don't listen to you.
Nah, bro. Like, he's just real, like there's times where he will. But you really have to like catch his attention, but he'll just laugh.
What do you do, like for example, right there to catch his attention?
To catch his attention, bro. Like, honestly, like, I scream at him, and like real bad. Like, I'll be like, no, and he'll be like, he'll get scared. You know what I mean? Because
it's the voice change.
Like, hey, Brian, don't do that. He'll laugh at you.
Change the tone.
Yeah, so you have to like I guess he kind of vibes that, like, oh, like, bro, like, oh, this guy's pissed off at me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, bro, like, he's real, like, right now he's real into like just like hitting you, bro. Like, he'll hitting you, or like he'll bite you because, like, man, he's still teething and stuff.
Yeah.
So he'll bite on stuff, or like not just on people, but like on things like on the table, or like anything, bro. So it's just trying to like.
Dude, yeah, I was laying
when he bites you, what
back, bro, shit pissed me off.
When he bites you, what do you do?
Bro, I like, they tell him no, bro. Like, I just like, no, like, don't do that. Or like, I just like, it's like one more.
You know what I do? Oh, because my daughter used to do that a lot. I'm not gonna bite her hard, right? But I'll like
bite him back, bro.
Yeah, but I'll bite her, and she'll be like, "Dad, you know." I'm like, "Why you biting me then?"
Nah, bro. I tried that and he laughed at me.
No,
bro, I'll tell you, like, this kid's like, it's hard to like, he's a real savage, bro. Like, he's a real savage. Like,
you don't care.
Like, you'll be like, no, Brian, no, like, he'll hit you and you hit him back and he'll hit you back.
But that just goes to show, though, bro, that it's a process that never ends, bro. Because you're still learning how to, you know, be a parent to your child at the end of the day. And even though he doesn't listen to you right now, there's gonna come a point where he was gonna listen a lot more. He's a lot younger right now, right?
Yeah.
But like now, taking the conversation further to logical consequences, for example, a logical consequence that I was talking about earlier was basically like my daughter not eating her food. When she don't eat her food, she don't get a snack. And I think like that's one of the things that we got to do as parents is that you can't cave into your kids. You got to give them logical consequences. That way they're understanding.
Yeah, put your foot down.
They got to understand, bro. Like when you mean something, like they're not gonna get it. They're not gonna get it, especially if they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Like in that case, my daughter not eating her food. Like she won't eat her food but then she'll want a snack like minutes later. I'm like, dude, you didn't eat your food. Like, you don't deserve a snack because you didn't eat your food. Because essentially that's where your nutrients come from.
Emma tries to finesse, bro. She'll be like, oh, it was so yummy. I'm just so full.
And they get older and they try to do that, bro. Because my older one does that, bro. My older one, she'll be like, oh, I'm done.
Bro, it's so good. I'm gonna save it for later. Like, motherfucker.
Like, nah.
But sit your ass down.
Like, okay. Hey.
Hey. This is what you almost got me. You're lucky I'm not that smart, right?
Like, you want your kid to eat, right? Like, and this is what I do, bro. Like, if my daughter don't want to eat, I'm like, I don't want to force her to eat. I don't want to like
if they're not
force
hungry
her.
at that moment, hey, fuck
So
it.
I'll be like, you know what? All right, you're not hungry?
Foil it up.
Go ahead. I'm gonna put this away though, and when you're hungry, this is what you're eating because this is what made. You feel me? Like, I'm not gonna give you a snack.
we
We're gonna mix the nose.
that shit all
This is
the
what
time.
you're eating. So if you want to eat it when it's fresh and good, eat it right now. If you're not hungry, you want to eat later, that's fine. You can eat that later though, and it's not gonna be fresh. Probably not as good as it is right now. And she'll be like, all right, you know what? It's best if I eat it right now. So she'll start eating it right there and then.
Oh, damn.
What was that?
What was that, bro? Hey, you gotta go?
Audience. What the hell, bro?
Don's grandma's.
Nah, but I guess taking it back to the logical consequences, bro. Like, do you have any experiences like that? Like, I guess like related to me or any
I
one of
feel
your
like
own?
it's same with the food. Like you said, bro. Like my kids are, bro. Like they love they love chips. Like, bro, they love
Snacks,
chips.
bro.
Yeah, like nah.
Kids
bro,
just love
chips.
snacks in general.
Chips, like variety is chips.
We don't buy chips in our house.
And brownie, it's sunflower seeds, bro. I was kind of
telling, hey, that's kind of dangerous, bro.
Bro, he's wild, bro.
Wait, bro, you get brownie sunflower seeds?
He likes
bro, like,
sunflower
wait, hold on.
They're whole seeds,
Nah, bro, he eats the whole seeds.
That's not good, bro.
Hey, bro, I don't know. That's
Bro, like that's huge. But like he doesn't swallow.
That's
them.
scary,
It's
bro.
like,
Nah.
nah, bro, that's what he does.
But my girl didn't even allow me to give
Dude.
our daughter fucking M&Ms, the ones that have the nuts in it, because of the fact that she can choke. Like, you can choke.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, brownie's a salad.
We barely started letting Ezra eat pizzas, bro, and bread recently. Just literally like 3 weeks ago.
Brownie's been eating like pizza and bread like forever, bro.
Oh, you're tripping, bro.
Bro,
tripping, son.
he even gets a lollipop, bro, and he'll just be munching it and like start biting it, bro.
Oh shit! So my daughter, bro, she
man.
There was one time where she was in her bed, and I like hard candy. So the candy that I get is Jolly Ranchers. I love Jolly Ranchers, bro, especially the hard candies ones.
Fucking blue ones, dog.
Yeah, I like the red ones, bro. I don't know why I'm cliche with the reds, but
I'm raspberry.
but I don't give it to my daughter because
Hey, she can swallow them, bro.
she can swallow them, and bro, it's a hard candy, bro. She can choke.
It's kind of
and
big, bro.
Yeah, so tell me about one time, I don't know where she got it from. I guess I left it on the counter or somewhere she can reach it and got it. And we're going to bed, right? And she's there with something in her mouth. I'm like, what do you have in your mouth? She's like, I'm like, what do you have in your mouth? She's like, my girl's like, you better get out of whatever it is. I'm like, what's in your mouth?
The fucking
Bro,
thing
I didn't try to put my finger in there,
Yeah.
and I took it out. It was one of my hard candy shit. I'm like, girl, you can't. Like, I know, I'm sorry. Like, I know you want it, but you
Yeah,
can't, cause like
yeah,
I'm
I
not,
have it.
like, I'm not gonna be there waiting for you to finish it, cause you're not gonna finish
Yeah.
it right there and then. Like,
motherfuckers take a little
it's a
while,
big
bro.
candy. You know what I mean? If you swallow it, like, I'm gonna feel bad if you're choking, because we've had it where, bro, we make food like meat, beef, and if we don't cut it a certain
Yeah,
way,
you
bro,
can- if you don't, yeah.
bro, there was one time where she was choking, like we got
Gotta
scared.
push that
We got
bitch
up,
down,
we
bro.
like
You
we
gotta
like
push that shit down.
we got it out, yeah, but it was a
Yeah.
scary moment because we're like, dude, like, damn, like, this chick was choking on chicken, bro. Like, what the heck? So
Yeah.
now we cut it a lot smaller because we're like, we don't want her to choke.
Nah.
Things of that nature. But that's what I'm saying, like,
To be honest, bro, Bronny has we obviously we had experience where it was like that, but now, bro, like this guy, like, it's because he likes to bite stuff. So like to him, like he'll munch it down to like
I don't know.
chicken.
I don't trust my kids enough.
Bro,
like that.
kids, yeah, bro, like my
Sorry,
kids.
bro.
I'm telling you, bro, it's crazy, bro, because I trust Brian like that, bro. Like, bro, these kids go up and down the stairs, bro. Like, bro, it's crazy. Like obviously I'm right behind.
Listen, bro,
Bronny.
I'm not judging you.
I'm
but
right
I'm
behind
judging
Bronny.
you.
I'm like right behind Bronny, but this kid, like, I don't know, bro. These kids are freaking smart, bro. Like, it's crazy, man. Like,
I'm not saying they're not. It's just like, I don't know, man. I guess me with the experience of having, like,
But that's what my mom was with us too.
you know,
So
having
it's like,
3 total kids and from like birth.
and they're older too, so you have a lot more
so it's
experience
like
than us.
you know, it's you can't give kids that much trust, in my opinion, bro. Like, don't matter how smart they are. Like, that's just fucking. This dude talks in full sentences already at this point. No bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, I have videos I posted the other day.
Yeah.
This guy talks in full sentences, legit. He's not even 2 yet. He'll be 2 this month. He's smart, bro. But like, naturally, this dude, like, you know, there's certain foods, bro. There's just certain foods you just don't give your kid.
Nah, bro, Barney's like, bro, like, I guess it's just because he's raised by like Mexican parents, and like Mexican parents, you eat everything. Like, bro, this guy eats everything, like caldo, menudo, like everything, bro. Tamales,
Let's say, like, tamales are easy to eat for babies, but
Yeah.
like, let's say
Pizza.
we're gonna have a pizza day. No, we'll go pick
Bro,
this food up. Like,
this guy munches on pizza. Pizza,
My girl
like
loves pizza.
bean tacos, Tacos, bro. Like
tortillas, we wouldn't actually. We
Tacos
barely started
too.
giving him tortillas.
tacos too. Like
Tortillas, bread, shit like that.
and
He eats a lot of pastas though.
And we barbecue a lot, so he eat like chicken.
We barely started giving Ezra like
Chicken, bro.
meats, bro.
Yeah,
Straight up.
like he munches on chicken.
Yeah.
Rice too, beans.
No, rice, beans, fuck yeah.
Beans, stuff like that, bro.
Ezra's a rice and beans
bro.
baby, bro.
Yeah.
Rice.
We go to Taco P, bro. Let me get the 8 ounce of rice
Hey,
and
the
beans.
beans go
bro.
hard, though.
The cheddar beans are
beans go
stupid,
hard.
bro.
Yeah.
I guess just to wrap it up, I guess just talk about discipline a little bit because the whole segment was basically about discipline, the different alternatives we got, what we're doing, and what is out there that can be done. We're gonna post actual articles that way y'all can read up on them in case you want to know more information about it. We went over them, right, but it's a lot of information that y'all can actually take away from that you can learn yourself. But essentially, we're saying all this and doing all this not because we're saying that's the way it's supposed to be done or this how it's done or
We're
telling you
literally
how to
reading
do
off
it.
articles, man.
Yeah, we're literally just trying to figure out, what's helping us out, what we already do, that we don't know how to term it or call it, and not just that, but also inform you guys of things that are out there that y'all can read and tap into as well. So it's not here to say like, yo, this is how it's done, this is how you discipline. No, it's not for that. More so than anything, is to tell y'all that discipline is a big critical part in a child's life that is needed, and really in everything in life, bro. Because like I was saying, Gilbert, offset basically, you need discipline for everything, bro. For success, for when you work out, in the sport that you play, in your classroom, anything, bro. Literally, discipline is literally everywhere, bro. Like even for us following the laws, that's discipline in itself. You feel me? So like, you gotta teach that to your kid at a early age. That way,
so that it becomes natural to them. Like,
yeah, and
normal.
it's not so much about being submissive to like what their outer environment is. It's the more it's to have structure, and to understand that discipline takes work and effort, bro. And
yeah, for sure.
if you get that down, bro, and not just that, but I think Dion said it on one of his posts, and I mentioned it to Gilbert too. Was kind of like discipline. Basically, it's something that you got to do even when you don't want to do it. Yeah. Because if you're not disciplined enough to do it, what you have to do when you don't want to do it, like it's easy to quit. It's easy to take the easy route and not do what you want to do. You know, like discipline essentially provides that structure, and all that comes with perseverance, effort, and at the end of it, if you push through it, bro, like you're gonna get great results out of it. You know, like. I'll put it in the setting of a game, bro. If you're disciplined enough to continue playing the game, even if you're losing, chances are you might win. You know, you just gotta keep going forward. If you don't win, obviously you can learn from that situation. But discipline essentially is gonna help you keep going forward in your own life. So I guess anything I want to say in regards to that discipline?
Yeah, bro. Like you said, man, it takes a how you say it, bro? It's like. It's a huge role on, and it benefits you in the long run, man. Like if you learn discipline at an early age, bro, like you're gonna be great at like a lot of things, bro. Like you said, sports.
It really does determine
thing,
a lot of stuff. Your work ethic, how you are financially with money, how you are in your daily life. You know what I mean? Just waking up on time.
Yeah.
It's discipline. Like, what I fucking lack, dude. I can't fucking wake up early.
I'm with you, bro. It's like George, bro. Like,
this motherfucker's texting us at 8 in the morning, bro.
And that's the thing, like, for me,
he's up like at 6.
That's my discipline, bro. Like, my discipline is like, I want to work out, bro. And if I want to work out, I got to get up at a certain time because guess what? The rest of the day, I'm either working or tailoring to my partner or my daughters. So if I don't work up in the morning and do that, I ain't going to work out any other time of the day because that's my time. Feel me? So, like, I got to discipline myself enough to wake up that early.
My time would be, like, after midnight once the kids are in bed. That's when I used to work out. Yeah. It was, like, that's when I would work out. Is like, after midnight. Yeah, the kids are showered, they're in their bed. All right, I'm be outside for an hour and a half. Like, working out.
Exactly. Just got to figure that out, bro. But I guess that'll be it.
Hey, but it's a wrap, guys. Hey, guys, thank you for tuning in. Next episode is going to be a Q&A. We got some questions from a few subscribers and a few people that watch the show. We appreciate you guys. Hey, thank you for tuning in.
All love.
We out.
Brah. Get it.